Hello viewers, you're most welcome to Ikwere TV, a true voice of the Ikwere people. We are devoted on this platform to promote and preserve our rich cultural heritage and to share stories and news that reflect on the soul of our community. Today, like you already know on Ikwere TV, preserving our rich cultural heritage is what we are known for. It's our identity as Ikwere people. My guest is one person who is interested in the growth and development of Ikwere ethnic nationality. My guest hails from Ebeda in current-day Emowa local government area. My guest is best described as an industrialist. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Mr. Emeka Ihoroha. Mr. Emeka Ihoroha, thank you for joining us on Ikwere TV.
Thank you very much. Pleasure is mine.
I mean, a lot speaks volume of your resume. You have always championed the cause of development, particularly Ikwere people. What's inspired all of that? You've always said and repeated on our program on Ikwere TV that youth in Ikwere land and River State are not properly empowered to face the future, that they are given polos and t-shirts and caps. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I saw no other alternative than to get active, because at the end of the day, I saw that our people are suffering. Our people are suffering. Are we going to deny it? There is no employment. There is no gainful employment due to the fact that we lack industries. We are not productive. How many factories do you see on the way here? I just came back from Abuja where I had a contract, and they have an entire industrial district. Also in Lagos, they have industrial districts. Where is the industrial hub here in Port Harcourt, in River State, in Ikwere land? Where is it? It does not exist. There are no industries. There is no employment. That is why people are suffering. And due to their frustration, the politicians, with a very disgusting mindset, are using and taking, how do I say it? They're taking advantage of the poverty in our lands. And that is why they give them caps and polos, 2,000 or 3,000 naira, and gather them for very stupid activities, which they would never expose their own children to. So you see, there's a serious problem here. Nobody's talking about it. And that's my problem.
For you, your assessment, what's your assessment of the economic stance of River State at this time?
I call this town Broke Harcourt. Broke Harcourt.
Oh, that's a new ideology.
Yes, because everybody's broke here. How many people can you call and tell them, come? Okay, let me put it like this. How many Ihora people can you call now and they can bring out 100 million naira comfortably? Let's not go too far. How many people can you call out and tell them to bring out 10 million naira comfortably? How many people can you call and tell them to wire you 1 million naira now at the spot? Broke Harcourt. Nothing is happening here. And the politicians know it. They love it like that. And that is why they sabotage any opportunity of industrial development.
Again, I would want to ask a very vital question. In all of your quests to ensure that you have a River State and an ethnic nationality like the Ikwere people to thrive, what efforts have you made in that regard?
I have invited foreign diplomats, foreign commercial counselors, foreign ambassadors, foreign companies, mainly from Austria and Germany, to our lands. I was at Government House 2019 with the Commercial Council of Austria. I was at Wike's Parlor in Government House. We discussed Greater Port Harcourt Industrial Zone. We discussed the Rumusi Syringe Factory. We discussed many other things. I've done my possible best to bring in foreign investments, but It's obvious that our politicians don't want that.
What's really the thing for you that you feel that is hampering development in our climb here, River State, and particularly in Ikwere land? Because we've had successive governors from Ikwere ethnic nationality. We've had Chibike Rotimi Amechi. We've had Ezenwonye Sonwike.
Yes.
All Ihoroha people.
What did we gain from it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What is your assessment of the government of these two Ikwere sons?
Look, we have been in government for 16 years. We are the only ethnicity in the Niger Delta, I believe, that has no dollar billionaire. Because
some persons would differ with you on your position.
What counts are results. Where, we don't have industrialists in this land. We don't have great business, private sector tycoons. We, Ikwere people, we Ihoroha people, we don't have them.
Some persons would disagree with your propositions on saying we don't have tycoons and industrialists in our land.
Yeah, where are they? Can you mention anyone that is not related to the government, that employs more than 1,000 people, that has factories, industries, that exports finished goods to foreign markets? Can you mention any? The only person we had that was making international global stripes was Mr. Herbert Wigwe, who is late. May his soul rest in peace. But that was the only private sector champion we had. Right now, it's all about cap and polo. Everybody is dependent on government cap and polo coins. Everybody. Where are the Ihoroha big businessmen? Where are they? They are not existent.
In your right, I want to ask a question again that my viewers will want to hear from you.
Yeah.
What, apart from all of the efforts that you've said you've brought in foreign investors to the state and been no word from the government, successive government, in your little way, what efforts have you made to ensure that you create the needed change that you want?
Yeah, if you want a foreign investor to invest in your place, you have to set the ground right for them to come. They are foreigners. They do not know the place. It's the duty of government to give them a soft landing. They need to know. That is why every state, for example, has an investment promotion agency that organizes the soft landing of foreign investors, preparing them with legal papers, support. They need land, they need infrastructure, they need power supply, stuff like that. They need to get used to the environment. They need to be set right. That is what other states do, like Lagos or Kano State or Enugu State. So I've tried to advise the government on stuff like this. And unfortunately, I've always seen that the politicians really are the saboteurs. I myself can only bring the people and then hope that the people on ground are ready to receive them properly.
What ideas have you initiated to government to ensure that you brought the needed change of creating human capital development and to create employment and ensure that the economic livelihood of Rivers people, especially Ikwere people, comes to limelight?
What I have done was to, for example, draft out a proposal for the Rivers State Investment Promotion Agency, which I submitted to the state government in February 2024. I have done this. I've also invited His Excellency, the former governor, Barrister Wike, to Austria to meet the Minister of Economics in Austria. I've also invited foreigners to come to our place to advise the government on investment promotion agency. The issue is, there's one thing they have in common. No matter what you advise or suggest, it is evident that the politicians are not really interested in the private sector. When you have governor of a foreign country inviting you as a governor, saying, come and see Her Excellency, the Minister of Economics, come and see the President of the Austrian Development Bank and Investment Bank. When they invite you and you're being handed letters of invitation by the embassy on behalf of the Austrian government, and you know that there are also Austrian investors and big industrial tycoons that will participate at this event in Austria, and you don't come, what do you call that?
Were letters sent on invitation?
I have the
concerning
letters.
them
I have the letters. I can show
sent
you.
to the River State government at that time?
Yes, yes.
Because you know
Also,
that
the letters from the River State government to the Austrian government by the former chief of staff that were sent on behalf of the governor, former governor. I have them.
you made a proposal to the River State government, and you said on several forums that it was hijacked by the suspended SSG, Dr. Tammy Danagogo.
Yes.
Can you walk us through that, all of this? What is it about?
Yeah, when I came with the German commercial counselor and his team,
Yes.
we spoke about an establishment of a River State Investment Promotion Agency,
All right.
due to the fact that River State is one of the states that does not have such an agency.
Yes.
And I suggested it. So I met with Dr. Tammy Danagogo. Also met with my brother, David Omari.
Okay.
I spoke with both of them. They said I should draft out a document on how this investment promotion agency should be structured and work.
Did you do that?
I drafted it. I submitted it. I met with the SSG again in his office in the government house on 13th of February 2024. I submitted the documents on 15th of February 2024. I have the acknowledgement received
Right.
by the government. I also submitted these ideas to David Omari, not knowing that both of them just went to the governor and presented it as their ideas.
But do
And
you think this is a common culture amongst people in government to sideline people, to hijack ideas, like you said?
actually, I think all of them are of questionable character. Decorum demands you at least acknowledge someone that provided you with an idea. And if you cannot do that, what do you say about your state? If you can't protect intellectual property, how will you protect investment of foreign investors? It's a bad practice.
How do you feel seeing your ideas being implemented without your acknowledgement or involvement in it?
I feel that indeed our politicians are saboteurs and do sabotage every form of effort to improve our land.
Do you look forward to any plan or any action that you wish to push for accountability in all that has happened?
I mean, I'm stating what I'm stating now. If I'm wrong, they should come out and say I'm wrong, because they cannot deny it. Either the SSG nor Omari are going to deny that I provided them with these ideas and they were provided and furnished with these documents by me. So,
going forward, do you feel that there were motives behind, personal motives behind the SSG, the suspended SSG, Dr. Tammy Danagogo, in sidelining you in all of this within the River State government coffers?
I don't know, whatever it may
Suckers?
be. Whatever it may be, maybe they wanted to sell it like their idea, but if they wanted to do this, they would have done it before I provided them with documents on such. So it might be personal or whatever nature. All I know is that they do not have respect for people's intellectual brain children and ideas or intellectual property, they are of questionable character. As I said before, it's sad. It's a sad picture of the state.
All right. Let's delve into local politics.
Yeah.
You're the immediate past chairman of Emowa local government. Your kingsman, David Omerechi, has been accused severally of allegations of embezzlement of funds. What is your assessment of his administration, his short stay in office?
Nothing, actually. There are no industries in Ebida. There is no search of private sector. There's no private investment. There are no factories, no businesses, nothing happening. People coming to complain about being hungry. Nothing happened, so it doesn't make any difference.
With these emerging allegations about David Omerechi embezzling funds, how does this feel amongst your people? What is your personal take on it?
Yeah.
On the claims of the is it politically motivated, or is it legitimate concerns?
As I said, I don't stay in Ebida, and I don't know what really happened. I'm not a local politician, and I have no interest in local politics. I'm a businessman, I'm a consultant, I have interest in the private sector, in industry. But what I can only say from my experience with him, he has a questionable character, and that's that. I don't know if he embezzled anything. I can't speak on that, but I'm telling you from my experience with him, he did the wrong thing once, so everybody should make a picture.
Lastly, while we're parting, we're here already rounding up on the spotlight on Ikwere TV, and what do you think is the real path for going forward for the people of Ikwere ethnic nationality?
Total reprogramming, dry cleaning the brainwash that I've received for 2 decades. Our people have been brainwashed in believing that the only path to a comfortable life is by kissing the ass of a politician. And those that have been kissing asses for 2 decades, all their lips have peeled, and yet they have nothing to show. So if the ass kissing is going to continue for another 2 decades, I see no future. So I believe that people have to totally abandon the idea of cap and polo, and one day Honorable will discover me and make me the next politician. But calculate that there are only few political positions for the millions of our people. So that's no hope. There's no hope in that. So the only hope is industrial development, producing finished goods, manufacturing finished goods, exporting them to different markets overseas, creating employment through these exports. That's the only hope we have. That's the only hope we have, and that's what we have to promote and encourage, and not to encourage politics. Politics has gone nowhere, has done us no favor. 16 years in power, no dollar billionaire, no big businessmen, no industries, no factories, no nothing. Just plenty English.
All right, while we round up this segment, I would like to ask this a very all-important question. If you had the governor's full attention for 2 minutes, what would be your word to the governor?
Nothing. I think he should resign. There is nothing. I've seen the people around him. I've seen their modus operandi. There's nothing. There's no advice I have for him. I think he should make way for someone that is going to take the state to another level.
You think the governor hasn't performed in his
any industries,
2 years in
any industries, any businesses, any special employment?
I think, but there are areas where the governor has performed in like health, education, and other areas, other rare areas.
These are things that come naturally with government. We need to stop praising people for doing their job. This is something that it's naturally their duty. Where is the employment? Are people eating better? Are people gainfully employed? Are there industries? Are there jobs? Are there investments? Zero. So what did he do in 2 years? Nothing. Let's be honest, please. Let's stop all this. Let's be
So
honest.
your take is that the governor should resign.
Yes.
Your take is
Yes.
that. What is your take again? Would you take us through your process about if you have the governor's ear as an industrialist?
He said he's going to improve the state of economics in the state of Rivers State.
Yes.
The people around him are of questionable character. The people surrounded around him are of questionable character. These kind of people will always scare away any potential investor. There is no point of the entire government.
As a young person, lastly, while we're rounding up this segment on the spotlight, where should we be looking out for Emeka Ihonroha, the industrialists and the youth going forward?
Yeah, look at IFM, look at our activities, what we're going to do in future. We will keep championing this cause of industrial development. We want to change the fate of our people. We want bread and butter, no more cap and polo. Our people are tired of cap and polo. Our people need bread and butter. So our activism will go on. We'll continue to champion this cause until we have seen a great development in the economic habitat.
All right, this viewers out there, this is the much that we can take on the spotlight on your TV of choice, Ikwere TV. Your voice, your culture. Do remember that, like you already know, that Ikwere TV, it's your voice, your culture, and on the spotlight, like you know, we celebrate deserving Ikwere sons and daughters that are doing very well in their various fields of endeavor. Until we come your way next time on the same platform, the Ikwere TV Spotlight,